Welcome to the epic world of dog training. I am JT Lawson. I am the lead trainer at Make Your Dog Epic. I also own the Oklahoma locations for Make Your Dog Epic, where we turn your canine companions into truly epic dogs. Get ready for your daily doses of wisdom as we tackle your questions and unleash the secrets to mastering dog training. As always, our goal is to gain obedience, but never at the expense of the dog's personality. Can I have a kiss? Oh, thank you. Oh, good job. Can I have a kiss? Well, thank you. Oh, let's try again. Oh, what? One more? No? Okay.
All right, welcome back to the Make Your Dog Epic Tulsa Dog Training Podcast. And James, what's incredible about recording this podcast is even though we do episode after episode, there's a renewed energy.
Every time.
With every show. It's like every show, it's like the first show.
I love it.
There's a certain excitement people have for training dogs that people have. When you get a new puppy, and you get the puppy, you know, typically you go to the puppy store, you go to some pet adoption place, you show up at some guy's house you found on Craigslist, you get the puppy now, and the puppy shows up, and it looks cute. James, people are excited. I mean, have you seen a little puppy before, James?
Hey, everyone loves puppies.
They do love the little puppy. So what happens? You get that puppy. He's a cute looking guy, you know, and this is all before the dog starts humping other dogs. Before the dog starts digging deep holes, before your dog is scratching and clawing your car. I mean, if I can't tell you how many wonderful people I've met over the years that have said their dog is eating their furniture, clawing their car, chasing their chickens, growling at neighbors, sprinting after joggers. I mean, could you imagine, James, just the frustration you would have when your puppy starts to eat your favorite pants?
That's the worst.
What would happen if you have this great puppy and your puppy ate your wedding dress? Or he was eating on your wedding dress.
But I already fell in love with the puppy, Clay.
What would happen if your dog is stealing food items off of your table? You have a fancy family dinner scheduled, and the dog ate the food. Have you heard of these scenarios before?
I have, and
it's sad, it's tragic, but it's solvable. And so what we're going to do here, we're going to provide some solutions here. And so what we're going to do, I encourage everybody, I want you to go right now. And James, we're going to go to makeyourdogepic.com. That's the website, makeyourdogepic.com. James, what's that website again?
Makeyourdogepic.com.
And as we do these podcasts, what I want to do is I want to make sure that you're learning something and our listeners are learning something, okay? So what does the first dog training lesson cost? And why would we charge so little for that first Tulsa dog training lesson?
So your first Tulsa dog training lesson is only 50 cents, and we only charge that much so that you could experience the glory of our dog trainers.
So let's talk about it. We have this system called positive reinforcement. It's focus-based positive reinforcement training. So let's break that down. Focus-based. Why do we want to get the attention of the dog and make sure that that dog is focused before we start training the dog in a world of perpetual distractions?
Well, if the dog is not focused, then it's not going to listen, and you're starting off on the wrong foot.
Now, why would we give the dog positive reinforcement? Why would we not just give the dog, you train the dog, you say, all right, dog, go back to your dog kennel while we get ready for tomorrow. Why would we want to take the time to love on the dog, to celebrate the dog, to pet the dog, for the dog to know that we here at Make Your Dog Epic actually care about the dog?
Well, with the positive reinforcement, the dog is going to enjoy taking the commands.
Right. The dog. That's why we do the first lesson for 50 cents, because people can come and see the dog training lesson in person. You know, years ago, I worked with a guy. Now, I help grow businesses, okay? And I'll just speak very vague. But years ago, I worked with a guy. He was a dog trainer. And one of the things I was pointing out to the guy, I said, hey, if you let people do the first lesson for very little, it's going to be powerful, because people have no idea how your dog training system works until they see you actually do it. And there's a little bit of pushback there. A little pushback. The guy didn't want to offer his dog training lessons, which are thousands of dollars in his world, to the customer for that first lesson at a low price. And why would the guy not want to offer the dog training lesson at a low price for that first lesson?
You're just not confident in his ability to train the dogs.
Well, and I think also is what else? What do you think he said to me? What do you think he said to me? He said, "I don't want to offer that first Tulsa dog training lesson at a low price. I don't want to do that. Why would the person not want to do that?
I don't want to waste my time. I want to make more money.
There's all those kind of things that people could say. But you know what? We finally, and again, I work with so many different business owners, but finally the business owner decided, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and offer to train dogs at a discounted price for the first lesson. And what happens is people fill out the form. Now in our case, they go to makeyourdogepic.com. They schedule the lesson, and the first lesson's 50 cents. So now they're going, well, what's the risk? It's a complete no-brainer. It's a complete no-brainer. It's a complete no-brainer to train your dog for the. Why is it a no-brainer for the first lesson? If you're a consumer and you're thinking about having your dog trained, why is it such a hot deal to have that first lesson be just 50 cents?
Well, you could find 50 cents in your dresser, in your couch, in one of the old drawers in your room or kitchen. Find it on the bottom of your car. You can pull that 50 cents from anywhere there, Clay.
Well, and again, it's a no-brainer. It takes the fear off it, because if you had to commit to paying somebody $1,000 over the phone to train the dog and you've never met them before, what kind of concerns and fears could you have before you decide to go out? I mean, if you didn't know somebody, you find them on Google. They say they say it's $1,000 to train the dog, and you've never seen the Tulsa dog trainer before. What kind of concerns or fears could you have?
Well, giving my credit card number over the phone, getting scammed. Is this person going to show up on time? Once you pay them, they could do anything.
So that's why we offer the first lesson for just 50 cents. It's a no-brainer. Your first Tulsa dog training lesson for 50 cents. It is a no-brainer. Now, the question is then, okay, so if I fill out the form and I just go ahead and sign up for this no-brainer offer, what happens next? Well, what happens is you bring that dog for that first lesson, and we are going to put on a laser show. Pew, 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 pew. That's the sound. Pew, pew. I'm not sure it's going to look in the transcription, but pew, pew, pew. Like complete laser show. People are going to be blown away. You're going to say, wow, this dog is incredible. This dog training that you're providing is incredible. I really am in awe of what you're doing here. Now you know how I break down the awe. If I'm teaching one of our teammates how to create an awe moment, because no customer wants to sign up for the service unless they're in awe.
Right.
In my world, awe is defined by three aspects, okay? One, is it amazing? If the customer goes, that's amazing. Oh my God, wow. I got to take a photo of this moment in time. It's incredible. I mean, if a customer wants to go outside and get out like a chisel and etch their name into the sidewalk so they'll never forget this moment, the customer's going, this is amazing. I want to get a tattoo to commemorate this moment. Wow.
That's powerful.
That's powerful. Okay, that's powerful. And it's kind of par for the course of what we do at Make Your Dog Epic. Okay, then there's the W. The W. This is where they go, I wonder, how is it possible that you do this day after day? Is this a one-time? Is this a fluke? I mean, I'm wondering, wow, where do you get that kind of energy, bro? It's amazing. It's amazing. Next, they start to wonder, where are you getting this? Where do you get this energy from? What are you on? I want that, right? And then the third, this is big. The customer needs to be amazed by your energy, just your overall energy. They need to go, this energy is infectious. It's contagious. The way you train dogs is mind-boggling. So that's what we want to do. We want to leave you in awe at Make Your Dog Epic. We want you to be in awe. We want your brain to be so excited. We want your synapses to be firing. We want you to feel the way that you feel when you laugh at a joke. We want you to feel like you're going down a roller coaster of love. Say what? We want you to be so fired up, James, that you might just combust on sight.
You know what? It makes me think that people are going to ask, hey, do you guys train kids too?
I kind of thought about getting into that industry, but that's not what we do. But we do focus on dog training. So again, today, if you want to schedule that first lesson, James, how much is it?
50 cents.
And here at Make Your Dog Epic, we like to end every podcast by telling you, we have a little tagline we like to say here, because we're always working. We're always on the grind here at Make Your Dog Epic. James, what do we like to say?
We'll see you in 5 minutes, Clay.
Is your dog and furry friend holding you hostage? Will your dog not stop pulling on its leash and eating your sausage? Who wrote that? Well, I don't mean to brag, but I actually wrote it, and wow, it rhymes. People dig it. Like a dog. You get it? Okay, so I'm just going to keep reading. Will your dog not stop jumping on you or pooping in your house like you're on the set of Jumanji or living in a
Zoo. It only took me 2 weeks to write that line while sitting at the base of a waterfall, while gazing upon my epic dog. The dog that once held me hostage was now my best friend.
It's so good.
The dog that would never listen was now all ears.
It's so good. I just want to cry.
Pull yourself together, man. And if you too want to transform your dog from a furry terrorist into your best friend, what you need to do is schedule your first lesson at MakeYourDogEpic.com, where your first lesson is always just 50 cents. And with the savings, you can use that to pay the rent. Again, your first lesson is always just 50 cents at MakeYourDogEpic.com. Wow. Stop the endless barking, reduce the aggressive behaviors, prevent dog jumping, stop your dog from chasing the elderly UPS driver as he attempts to deliver a package. Stop your dog from biting Pam, your yoga pants wearing neighbor, as she just attempts to speed walk in peace. Stop your dog from eating your wife's wedding dress and peeing in your closet on top of your Christmas gifts. Stop the madness at MakeYourDogEpic.com. Experience the revolutionary focus-based positive reinforcement training and methodology. Our goal is dog obedience, but never at the expense of dog personality. It's the same dog, but now it's all ears.
Wow. Man, Carl, you are a talented vocal artist. I can sense I can feel the passion. It's contagious.
Well, my friend, I am passionate about the product. I once went 60 days without sleeping.
Really?
My wife's wedding dress got eaten, and my neighbor Pam was bitten by my dog, and
oh man,
my quality of life was at an all-time low. I actually didn't invite people over to my home for months because of the new dog, and I always smelled like urine.
You do still smell a little bit like dog urine.
Before I made my dog epic, I was hostage, and that's where the passion comes from. You've got to believe in your product, and you've got to project from the diaphragm.
The diaphragm.
You've got to bend your knees.
Bend the knees. Bend the knees.
Drink ginger.
Drink the ginger.
And you've got to ingest apple cider vinegar.
Apple cider, I can do
and
that.
with a dog bone, you want to chew on the dog bone before the
hard pass. Not gonna
recording, so that you can emulate the dog, and you should listen to Atomic Dog.
I can do that.
But you're not a dog. But you want to just chew on the bone. Get the oversized bone, not the regular size bone.
Hard
That's
pass.
always weird.
Not gonna chew on the bone.
Do you need to have your dog professionally trained? Do you need your dog to stop barking at the neighbors? Do you want your dog to stop going potty in the house? Do you want to have an epic and well-trained dog at an affordable price? What makes the Make Your Dog Epic dog training experience unique? At Make Your Dog Epic, your first dog training lesson is just 50 cents, which is less than $1. Make Your Dog Epic is home to the highest rated, most reviewed dog training company in the area. At Make Your Dog Epic, we will beat any competitor's price for similar services. At Make Your Dog Epic, we offer a money-back guarantee. So if the training doesn't work, we never blame you or the dog, it's always our fault. At Make Your Dog Epic, we offer the fastest turnaround time in the industry. That way you can start enjoying time with your epic dog as soon as possible. At Make Your Dog Epic, when you schedule that first lesson with us, we automatically enter you in for a chance to win a dream vacation to Hawaii. Whoa! Which is a lot like Oklahoma, except the weather's different. There's beaches, palm trees. But if you'd rather go to Oklahoma, we can do that as well. How does the Make Your Dog Epic training experience work? When you fill out that form on MakeYourDogEpic.com, we are going to call you and schedule that first lesson for just 50 cents, which is less than $1. We are going to meet you for that first lesson. That way we can tell you what it's going to take to get your dog to your goals. Because every dog's different and everyone's goals are different. We'll either do one-on-one lessons where it's half dog training, half human training. I'll let you guess which one's harder. Or we're going to do boarding school, where you send your dog with us and we take care of all the homework for you. No matter what you do, we're going to make sure everything transfers to you. Because it's pretty pointless if we get your dog to listen to us, but no one else in your family. Disclaimer, currently we do not offer a service that will get your in-laws to listen to you. You will receive unlimited ongoing group class for the remainder of your dog's epic life. That's because we want to be there for you and your dog forever. We never want you to have to use another trainer after training with us. Our goal is to teach obedience, but never at the expense of the dog's personality, because if we get your dog to listen, but we have to crush its spirit in the process, what's the point? Our motto is it's the same dog, but now it's all ears. You'll now have a well-behaved dog that you can walk or jog with without it channeling its inner sled dog and pulling you down the street. You will have a dog that won't bark at the neighbors or potty in the house. You will be entered in for a contest to win a dream trip to Hawaii that we will be giving away every January. Pow wow whoa, yippee-yo, yippee-yay. Take that first step and schedule that first 50-cent lesson at makeyourdogepic.com. Makeyourdogepic.com.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Let's go now. Let's go now. Here we go now.